I'm just saying you can kind of start to tell, all right, this is not a fit for me. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we just ignore the signs. They happen early on probably. You just said, you know what? Potential. You know what I'm saying? They have potential. This could change. She could change or he could change. And you stay there, you know what I'm saying, due to, like I said, the longevity of you guys' relationship already. You guys, you're factoring in things that really have nothing to really do with your relationship. You factor in family and what your mom feel about her and what the dad likes about her. And
neglect your own feelings for everybody else. Like I said, there's two sides to the coin. So in this circumstance, for him, it was like, he didn't want me to go outside because he was aware of who I was, me being the person that I am, and possibly finding somebody like you, it would have been over. But then there's guys that are like, they don't want their girls going outside because the women don't know how to act when they're outside.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's like you gotta pull up to the spot and drag her out. Like, that's a lot of energy. That means that you are restricting that woman from being who she wants to be.
Yeah.
She is sicker than a muffin.
You're gonna be sick because you're gonna give me my $50.
Why you care about that $50 that much? You really be trying to get me. I gotta be careful, man. People gotta be careful for you. Oh, nah. Yo.
Here we go again.
Hey. Now you grooved that one out. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
Welcome back to another episode of Living Your Truth. My name is Felicia. This is my special black man.
Mike. I always loved that line. Special black man.
That's how you saved in my phone.
No, it's amazing. I know it's been like that for a long time now. But ideally, it's just like, I think hearing it every day, it really makes me feel, it reminds me that I am special. That's all.
Don't you ever forget it.
That's what you always say.
I'm a special black man.
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 My woman say so.
Cause my woman say so.
And the world know.
And the world know. I'm a special black man. Listen, guys, welcome to another episode of Living Your Truth. Definitely want to just say, we really appreciate you guys for coming along with us on this journey. This is a super passion project for me and Alicia. And ideally, we're just really excited about all the support we've been getting like this whole time. And, you know, every episode, the calls, you know, the DMs, the comments, you know, we're just so happy that, you know, people are getting something out of the show, because ideally, that's why we even created the show, because we said, man, we always having great conversations off camera, so why not just do it on camera, you know? And it's just crazy how a thought like that can actually come true, you know.
I didn't believe we was gonna do this.
I know. That's when you told me super late, like, hey, you know I'm camera shy, right? I was like, we already got all the cameras, everything that we need, and
3 days before shooting,
literally gonna say, you know I'm camera shy, right? I'm like, why would you wait so long to tell me something like that?
I'm a New Yorker at heart. We don't believe in nothing.
I know.
But I think
I know.
after the equipment was bought, I said,
I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Nah, that's the cool thing, though. You know what I'm saying? Is you know, thinking about something, talking about it, and actually making it come true. So, you know, super excited. Episode 13. It's episode 13. So, you know, let's get right into the topics, 'cause I know people can't wait, as always.
Why do some men keep their women in the house?
I mean, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you. Some women can't be outside. It's just really the truth.
But
I don't want to be like.
But here's the thing, right? Why are they with that man?
Well, you asking for the woman?
Got to keep that woman in the house. They ain't for that man.
That's true, though. That's true.
Because it's a sense of control.
But wait, some women want to be in the house too, though. You got to keep that in mind too. They outside because
that's not the man keeping them in the house. They in the house because they want to be in the house.
Yeah, true. I get you.
But there's men that be like, nah, you ain't going outside.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Now, there's two sides to that coin. Because hypothetically speaking, if I had exes, you know, I had one that didn't let me go outside, but he was very insecure. Mm-hmm. And he knew, like, me going outside, I could possibly run into somebody that could take me away from him.
Was that true?
Oh yeah.
That's why he kept you inside. See what I'm saying? Guys,
Listen,
watch out for that.
That's I understand. And I respected it. I wasn't wilding. Like I wasn't like, oh no, I'm going outside. And he lived in another state. So it wasn't like I was fighting him. Like I would like throw it in the air like, oh, I might be going out tonight. Oh no, I'm coming over there.
I'm taking a plane over there.
I guess I'm not going outside.
I'm dead, yo. I'm dead. Yo, that's wild funny.
So I get it. Like I said, there's two sides to the coin. So in this circumstance, for him, it was like he didn't want me to go outside because he was aware of who I was, me being the person that I am, and possibly finding somebody like you, it would have been over. But then there's guys that are like, they don't want their girls going outside because the women don't know how to act when they're outside.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's like, you got to pull up to the spot and drag her out. Like, that's a lot of energy. That means that you are restricting that woman from being who she wants to be.
Right.
She want to be outside. She want to be outside with the fellas. Like, she 100%. Want that. If you're keeping her in the house, she's kind of living a life that she really don't want to live because she's with you. That's suppressing herself. That's prison.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, yeah, women, yeah, for me, I never really, if I gotta go chasing you and all, I'm not doing. I'm gonna be honest. Like, and the reason why I done did it before, and I'm gonna be honest, those women never worked out for me because it's no satisfying. Like, you can't satisfy those women. That's why they're not for me at all. You know what I'm saying? If you fiending to be outside and doing what you do, I respect you wanting to be outside, but if you doing this on a every weekend basis, you just fiending to be outside, then I mean, maybe this ain't really for you.
I feel like, you know, this whole question is literally like the whole purpose of our show, because it's like, you shouldn't have to restrict your person in any way. You know, you shouldn't have to keep your woman inside, or you shouldn't have to keep your man inside. If they want to be inside, they will be inside. If they want to be outside, they're going to be outside. And if whatever your person want to do, you got to let them do it. Yeah. And if you're not, then you're not in a happy relationship. Yeah. Because you're literally telling that person, I don't want you to do this. That is restriction. You're telling them something that you don't want them to do that they want to do. Right. I don't agree to that. That's restriction. I don't believe in restriction.
But listen, going back to what we're talking about though, ideally, or the question, women, why do men keep their women inside?
Because they know they women.
So that's my thing. So ideally, are they just with the wrong people? Or you understand what I'm saying? Is it just not a fit for them? Because some guys is outside like that. So you understand what I'm saying? It's like
I feel like it gives parent and child. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I would say you're telling that person that you don't want them to do something because of how you know them to be, but they're being themselves. Right. Why should you have to tell them you don't want them to do something? Why don't you want them to do that? Right. Why don't you want your person to do what they want to do?
But think about this though. Some things my person may not be able to see. They may not be able to, they think it's okay because they've been doing it. But now you with somebody like myself, certain things I'm looking at you like, nah, you lost it. You but do that. They gotta you feel can do it. Though. No, I'm saying you can do. I'm just using me and you as an example. It may be something I'm like, yo, nah, you lost it. What? You lost it.
Like what?
I can't think on the top of my head right now, to be honest. I wish I could say it right now. I wish I did have a good example. Which I have example, but I just can't think of it right now. Okay. Top. But you had seen me, you saw me tell you that like, nah, you lost it. You can, oh, perfect. Oh, no. Matter of fact, I do got a perfect example. This is funny. So what I ended up doing, this is just a little story time for you guys.
Oh boy, I'm nervous.
So ideally, you know, Alicia one day just comes to me on a Friday. Now me and her normally, you know, we normally hang out on Friday night, you know, and sometimes not like nothing crazy. Sometimes we may go out. Sometimes we may go out, you know, go get a little dinner, or sometimes we just be in the house, right? And we just hang out, movies and stuff like that, most of the time. Out of nowhere, she like, yeah, I'm gonna go to this.
First of all,
I'm gonna go to. No, stop. Don't stop me now. I'm trying to stop me now. Do not.
I didn't tell you on the day of.
Listen, 2 days prior is the day of. My whole thing is she give a week in advance.
I told you 2 days.
You ever heard 2 weeks notice on the job before you leave the job?
I told you 2 days
how you gonna tell me 2 days before?
I wasn't sure.
That's late. Anyway, my whole thing is she gonna come to me and be like, hey, babe, I'm gonna go to this listening party. So I'm like, oh yeah, what listening party? Who's the artist? It's like, yeah, some guy I know from a long time ago. We grew up together. Oh yeah? What's his name? She like, oh yeah, I don't even know. I forgot his rap name.
I never told you that.
I
never told you that.
So what was his name?
I'm not gonna say it on camera.
Oh, you're right. I'm not
giving free promo. Relax.
All right.
I never said I forgot his name.
I'm glad she feels that way because I'm gonna tell you guys something. She was definitely about to show up there. So free promo, whatever she wanna say, she was gonna give him promo anyway. So ideally, she was gonna go there. So I'm like, so, well, Alicia, you wanna be out here just going out to listening parties and showing love. What about my love? We were supposed to hang out tonight. And my whole point is, she was going to go on a random Friday.
I don't go nowhere. So he just didn't want me to go outside because he wanted me in the house. I don't go anywhere, by the way. I don't go. If I'm in the spot, he ain't too far, okay? But no, I think he was just thrown off. I didn't even go. I didn't even end up going.
But my whole thing is this.
Want me to go. It's just because I was just like, I just wasn't in a mood, which is why I didn't tell him a week prior or 2 weeks prior, because I was like, I didn't even know if I was really gonna go. I wanted to go. I would have liked to go, but it just didn't happen.
Listen to me. No, let me tell you the funniest part. That was already hilarious. So I came up with this whole character or whatever. So I did that to her like literally for 2 days straight. Now, daily, it was funny. That's why I did the character. It was random. Like I told her, I said, oh, this is why random, which is okay. It just threw me off because I'm like, you didn't say I'm about to go out to a lounge or something with my girls, none. You say you about to go to a listening party. So I'm just like, yo, who is this guy? Like, what was his last track? She couldn't tell me. So I'm kind of thrown off. Like any man would be, or any woman. If I told you the same thing, like, yo, who is this person? You never played them in the car. We listen to a lot of music. So I'm just kind of thrown off by everything. So I just question her like a normal person would. Like, yo, so when the last time you saw them, like, what, you know what I mean? I was just curious. Ideally, she could have went, and that's why I told her, like, yeah, go. So the whole idea what kind of got me a little like thrown off when I say you lost it is because I'm just like, this is a random act. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you about to end up going there and be probably disappointed. No offense. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And ideally, we have other things that we could be working on or we could have been doing. That's all it is. That's all I was trying to tell her. And ideally, I told her I'd drop off and everything. That's the funny thing. I was going to drop off. She going to say the same day. And I wasn't even talking about it because it was on my mind, but I was going to let her bring it up to me.
The next day
went by and she going to say, yeah. I said, yo, why you ain't going to listening party? She said, nah, I'm glad I didn't go. I said, why you say you glad you didn't go? She said, because
I would have been mad.
Yeah, that's bad though. But long story short, man, whatever you guys do, it's okay to, tell your person that they lost their mind sometimes with just places that they want to go, place they want to do. I'm not saying restrict them totally, just keep them in the house. Like, they're not in jail now. Don't do that to them. But ideally, it's okay. If something is not aligned with them and what you guys are doing, it's okay to just tell them. Like, and, let them make the decision. That's all I did. I let them make the decision, ultimately. So, second question. Is falling out of love with someone actually a bad thing?
You want to take that? Since yours is more recent than mine.
Oh, don't do that. Nah, ideally, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. We look at it bad because we care about other people's feelings or the person's feelings. But ultimately, man, sometimes, it's not that you don't love the person anymore or nothing, right? The love necessarily don't even have to go anywhere.
It goes back to our, soulmate versus life partner scenario.
Yeah. It's one of those situations where you guys are probably soulmates and not life partners. Mm-hmm. But it's something that, you have to understand. And of course, it's always tough at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Because it's obviously it's new. It depending on how long you've been with them, that can be a whole nother thing. It's a lot of experiences. naturally we want to be comfortable. We're comfortable with these people. We know them already. It's a lot, you know. So you're thinking, like, let me just continue to go because that's what you guys met each other, families. It's so many ties and stuff. I mean, that make you feel like, this is a bad thing. I can't do this, you know. But ideally, you know, it's about your happiness. It's not about nobody else's. No offense to nobody.
I feel like we should go through almost every situation more like optimistic and open-minded, because when we close ourselves off mentally, you put your all into one thing and it's like harder to let go. But if you kind of go through things like with an open mind and like with different variables, different possibilities, it'll hurt less when things happen because you already had it in the back of your mind that it was a possibility. Like, okay, like I knew this could possibly happen.
Right.
So it hurts less because I kind of prepared for it in a way. Like, I don't want this to happen, but it could happen.
Right.
Do I want it to happen? Do I wish it? Am I manifesting it? No, but you know, if it did happen, will I be okay?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And I think, I think that's the tough part because I feel like most of the time, believe it or not, you could kind of gauge when something is like
Not going the way
it's not going to go the way. Right. And not saying that that won't happen. I'm just saying you could kind of start to tell, all right, this is not a fit for me. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we just ignore the signs. They happen early on, probably. You just said, you know what? Potential. You know what I'm saying? They have potential. This could change. She could change or he could change. And you stay there, you know what I'm saying, due to, like I said, the longevity of you guys' relationship already. You guys, you're factoring things, you're factoring in things that really have nothing to really do with your relationship. You factor in family and what your mom feel about her and what the dad likes about her.
You neglect your own feelings for everybody else's.
Exactly. And then it's like, what about you? What about me? What about my love? What about, seriously though, what about
this character, by the way?
You are for real? Every time, why you always say that? No, but seriously, it's like, you know,
Alex, that's what we call him.
Yeah, Alex, that's what we call him.
He's such a creep.
Yeah. But listen, but Alex means well though.
Absolutely.
Alex means well. So ideally, you know, it's about your happiness more than anybody else's, you know.
Yeah.
You gotta, when you're old, wrinkled a little bit, you gotta think like, yo, did I do everything that I was supposed to do? Am I with the person I really always wanted to be with?
Yeah.
You gotta live with those decisions. Yeah, no, you don't wait to that time because then you're gonna, you know, regret. We don't want to live with regrets. That's all I'm saying. Like that life partner really matters. Like whoever you choose, it really matters, man. I know people like, I don't think we understand that. Like seriously. And I know we probably think of financial. Listen to me. Character for real.
Yeah.
Because finances may go up, down, middle, whatever.
Yeah.
That person's character, it gotta be true.
And there's some people that are like, they have learned to put other people's feelings over their own. And I think it's a wrong way to go about life because you don't have to do that. Like nobody's going to look at you any differently for standing up for yourself. And I think that's the problem that a lot of us face. Like we don't want people to be mad at us. We don't want people to be sad. We want people to be disappointed. So it's like, let me just do this. I'll be okay. But don't suppress your feelings. Like your feelings matter.
Yeah.
Like how you feel matters. Like people will respect it if you say, you know what, I did this because it was best for me. And if they don't respect it, they're not your people.
That's it. That's it. Yeah,
but they
you
would
hit
never,
it right on the nose.
They would never say, oh yeah, you know, Mike did this for us and he ain't all right. You know, it's okay. Like people don't, because they're getting what they want.
Exactly.
They would never acknowledge what you did for them.
Exactly. No, you hitting it right on the nose. And that right there is really important. That's why I say, that's why Living Your Truth show even exists.
And then you can't even go back and say, oh, I did this for you. They're going to be like, you did that because you wanted to.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you to do that.
Yeah.
That's the
That's
the biggest smack in the face.
Oh my gosh.
When somebody reminds you that you did something because you wanted to, not because they told you. But it's like, yo, I did this for you. You cannot give people more than yourself, more than you give yourself.
That hurts my heart because that's been told to me numerous times.
I didn't tell you to do that.
Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. You know what I tell them?
I ain't gonna never do it again.
I just say don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Because that person always ends up calling back or text, whatever, randomly.
It's a major smack in the face.
Do what you want. It's okay to say no. I swear it's okay.
Yeah.
I swear it's okay. And trust me, I still have a harder time like doing that. But I'm telling you guys, I'm one of the most kindest people in America. I tell you right now, in the world technically, but in America for sure. Ideally, I'm one of those guys that barely really say no, but I'm learning to just say no because people just don't appreciate things. It's just the truth. They only appreciate it because you gave it to them.
That's right.
They don't even appreciate the fact that they could have called you to even ask you the favor. And that's really like how people need to start thinking. The fact that you got my number and we could talk. You have a good person like myself or whoever that other good person is that you can call and even say, part your lips and feel vulnerable enough to say, hey man, I just need this quick favor. Start appreciating people more.
Yeah.
And even if they say no, it's okay. You still could call them again if you need it. And I don't think people really value that. You get what I'm saying? Let me not get too deep in that bag because I ain't gonna lie, my feelings are a little hurt talking about this. Nah, it's too much trauma there, for real. It's trauma. It's like, it don't make me feel good, man. And that's why I was just like, we got to be better. Not perfect, but be better. That's all. I'll let you read number 3.
Why do some of us think that we could build the perfect person?
Oh my gosh. I forgot the question thinking about what we were just talking about just now. And this is bad right here. This is another thing. Like, a lot of women, a lot of men, we out here building women and we out here building men. And ideally, you can't. You can't.
When you accept the job role, can you go in there and change the role?
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
You interview for the position. They say, this is what we're going to pay you. This is the qualifications. This is the job duties. You say, okay. And then you accept the role and you say, could you guys give me $5 more? You already accepted the role. Can you knock one of these responsibilities off? They're gonna be looking at you like
crazy. Exactly.
We can get somebody else to do this job. You know that, right?
Exactly.
We got to stop this.
But we don't. The problem is we are going against what we signed up for.
That's the problem.
You already know what you signed up for. You signed the agreement for whatever the term was, however long the term is, which most of the time is for life.
Yeah.
If you guys are out here just getting with people in relationships and you're like, yeah, I'm going to stay with them for a year or 2. I mean, this is just bad because you're wasting your time and you're also wasting their time, which is, I just think is totally unfair. And this is where people get, their cars broken into, all types of things. But my whole idea is just, please stop conning people. Stop conning yourself, ideally. Yeah.
Now,
you got to stop it.
We're not saying that people can't change, but people have to want to change. You can't force a person to be what you want them to be to fit into your life. Accept people as they are. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I got to always say that. It's okay that it didn't work. You guys tried it and it didn't work for whatever reason. But you'll rather know sooner than later.
Don't waste time.
Don't waste the time. Don't get 5 years in. Don't go propose because your mom said, yeah, she's a great woman for you. Don't do it. I'm telling you, because that's what your mom wants. Your mom has one idea of a woman she wants you to be with, and you have a whole nother.
Yeah.
And I don't think I don't know if we scared to tell moms that, yo, look, mom, I understand. I love her too, but I don't really think it's a fit for me.
I'm really glad that I have a logical father because there's been some things that he's wanted me to do. Like he suggested to me, like, oh yeah, I think you should do this. And most of the time I listen to that Willie Hooks. But I would listen to him initially. And then as time goes on, I'll like go to him like, hey dad, like, this ain't it. Like, what you think about this? And even though he brought the idea to me, he's not afraid to say, oh yeah, I was wrong, or, okay, well, you tried. Like, versus my mom sometimes, she'll be so mad at me and not understand why I chose certain things. And it's like, I shouldn't have to always explain it to her because I'm like, listen, I'm going to do what's best for me.
Right.
It's not like I'm not a irrational person. I'm going to do what works and I'm not going to settle.
Right.
I've never been that type of person. Like, I'm not going to settle for what I know is not for me. I haven't. And the good thing about my dad is that, he's a good listener. Like, I can explain something to him and he'll be like, nah, yeah, I get that. I understand. You're right. Versus, oh no, you should just do it. Like he's not that person. And, I appreciate him for that because, I trust his opinion and I respect him. So like anything that he brings to me, I will try it. And I'm like, Dad, I don't think this is good. Yeah. And he'll be like, okay, it's your choice. Like
right.
He gives me that openness to just like really explore things and talk to him like that. Yeah, no, this ain't going right. And he's like, all right, well, do something else. Like he's my biggest cheerleader. And I appreciate that because he doesn't want me to do what he wants me to do. He will make suggestions as a man, but ultimately I have the final say because he always says, "Lucia, it's your life."
100%.
I could tell you what to do. What you don't gotta listen to me. You don't have to listen to me.
100%. But see, the way your dad is how people should be. It's not just because he's your father.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody's in your life, they should be like that for you because ultimately it is up to you. He's going to always give his opinion because you're probably asking or whatever the case is, or he just throwing it out there like, I don't really think that's the smartest, but it's really up to you. You know what I mean? And having that freedom and ability to even think for yourself and feel supported at the same time. You heard the opinion.
Right.
And if you value your father, and you value him as a smart, individual, not only as your father, but he loves you, cares for you. He's not going to tell you something that's going to harm you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So ideally, you should consider it in some shape or form. But ultimately, it is up to you. It's up to you. And people should feel that way. From friends, family, fathers, mothers, it wouldn't matter. But anybody in your life.
I think preferences are a big thing as well. Like, we all want people to look a certain way. We want people to make us feel a certain way. We want people to have, certain attributes and characteristics. But it's like, we might not always get what we are looking for.
Yeah.
I got what I'm looking for. I don't know about y'all, but, yeah. We might not always get 100% of our checklist. Yeah. We might get 70. We might get 60. We might get 80.
Right.
I got 100 though. Hello.
I respect that.
Thank you, God.
I respect that.
But this, like I said, we have to take our time. As much as we want people to be what we want them to be, they have to be that on their own. Like I said, we're not saying that people can't change, but they have to want to change on their own. They have to do these things gradually. We cannot force people to be exactly what we want them to be.
Right.
If they don't have that in them, they just don't have that. If they don't feel that, they're never going to be that.
Right.
And if you continue to accept people as they are, you cannot be upset with them for not changing because you want them to change.
Exactly.
What you accepted that job role, you got to accept your person. If you don't accept your person, you either leave them or you settle.
That's it. And there's nothing wrong with settling.
There's nothing wrong with settling.
If it's something that you want.
Right.
Never forget that.
Right.
So maybe
if you can live with it, if you feel like that's the best you can get or the best you can do or that's the best person for you, you're not going to find anybody else with that 70% or that 85%. I say stick it out, but don't complain.
Yeah.
Don't complain and don't make your person feel bad about the things that they're not doing because you've already accepted them as they are.
Yeah.
And if 100%. They don't feel like they want to change for you, maybe that's a one-sided love.
Yeah.
We have to think about that too. If that person doesn't want to change for you or they feel like you're not worthy enough for them to make these drastic life changes for that will better them and will better your relationship, they don't care enough, the love is not strong enough, or maybe you guys are just tolerating each other.
That's deep right there. Wow. That's deep. And because that's definitely true. I've been in...
We're tolerating each other. Like,
yeah.
Because you look at it like, the longevity, like you just... People are accepting their partner instead of embracing who they are.
Yeah, exactly. They're accepting.
That's a
problem. Yeah. They're not embracing.
You're still searching.
Yes. You're like, all right, I'm good for now. He's good enough or she's good enough.
And think about the emotional damage they're doing to that person.
I know.
Because
I know.
When you are with a person, you live with a person, you're with a person for a long time, you know a lot about, now I'm not saying you'll know absolutely everything about your person, but you'll know like 90, 95%.
Yeah, for sure.
So you know when they're looking for other things, or you know when they're not satisfied, or you know when they're not happy, or you know when they're not, these things. Now, if you turn a blind eye to it, hey, if you're strong enough to do that, go to the army.
That's on you.
Listen, my job is to make sure I'm happy and to make sure he happy.
Nah, 100%.
But if you strong enough to ignore that person is actively searching and you not it, go to the army. Please, you need it for real.
Yo, real talk. Nah, you always strong. Yeah.
I'm not that strong to be with a person that I know does not really want me.
No. Yeah, we're not doing that.
Or that is just tolerating me.
Yeah.
I'm a placeholder.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
Nah, real talk.
Nah, that ain't me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be happy. I want to maintain my happiness.
Yeah.
I want my person to be happy. I want them to maintain their happiness. Whatever that looks like. Whatever that looks like.
100%.
Be happy.
Say it one more time.
Whatever that looks like. Don't let that go over your head. Whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
Be happy.
Absolutely. I feel the same way about you. And I wouldn't want you though if you didn't want me. That makes sense?
You're so petty.
Nah, I'm stop. Nah, but ideally, what I'm saying is, what I mean by that is, if you don't want me, I can still want you, but I have enough courage to just let you be.
Right.
Because I want you to be happy.
It's not a forceful situation. It's not, if I can't have you, nobody can.
Oh, no. Nah. It shouldn't be that way. If we say we love each other,
right.
That makes no sense. That's the contradiction. That's the only thing I dislike. I don't think people love each other enough. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave you guys on that for sure. But welcome again. And please continue to follow us along this journey. We really appreciate you guys. Whatever you do, like, comment, and subscribe. Whatever you do. But one thing I do need you to do, don't let nobody ruin your day. And I want to leave you guys on a real positive note besides that. Please, love people, man. Be kind to people. Because everybody goes through their own thing, you know, and going through challenges. And people need people, man. Men need men, women need women. And men and women need each other. I'm going to leave you guys on that note. Stay tuned.
That's right, gon' tell it. Yeah, that's right, gon' tie it. I'ma need a rider. Show you what it is. Tell me what it's gon' be. Two-seater driving. Pull her right beside her. Get back to the crib. She